All right, we're getting into rookie minicamp. Rookie minicamp is tomorrow. Solid talks, Clay Kubiak talks, Brent Boyer talks. Some players will talk, and then Friday they'll have their first little practice. A couple of weeks they'll have OTAs. It's getting into it. Which offseason battles intrigue you the most this offseason?
I don't know. This is a good question.
Like you're talking,
mean-
you're talking like, are you talking like like when we had like Demo and Ayuk, or are you talking like just strictly that position?
Oh no, I was thinking more like left guard, like the competition there, or like RB2 or wide receiver 3 or D tackle or weak side linebacker or free safety or CB3. Those were the ones.
I think Jordan James and Garendo.
That's what I was just gonna say. That's gonna be a sick
fun battle.
Also, Kiner too. Like that's another guy who could look good in the offseason. I feel like Garendo's
Look at Nick's face.
You don't like Kiner?
Dude, it's not that I don't like him. Like he's a good player and he works hard, I'm sure, but he's just average. He's just a guy. He's just a guy.
Well, I know like Garendo has exciting traits, but God, he's gotten hurt so many times. So if he gets hurt, he'll open it up. Yep.
Yeah, he'll open up. The other one is
I'm excited for wide receiver battles. Like who's gonna be wide receiver 3?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be
someone will surprise. Is Jordan Watkins gonna be good? I mean, he's got traits, right? I mean, he killed it at the combine.
Yeah.
I just hope this year we actually play Jordan Watkins. We play these guys. I think we're obligated to play them, but I hope we play these guys, man. Like that's the thing with Shanahan. He doesn't play his rookies, and that's something that just makes me mad. Like last year, Jacob Cowing would come into the game. You'd see little like, oh, that was good by Cowing, and then Shanahan would just kick him off to the side, never play him again. So
and it wouldn't make any sense, right? It wouldn't make any sense. But then we heard what John Lynch said this week on Chris Sims' show. Did you hear that?
No. Read it to me.
About he was like, Chris Sims was like, this was great. Chris Sims was like, hey man, like, does it ever get weird, like tough during the draft when teams call you to try to trade? Like, how does that work? And John's like, oh yeah, man, I have a great story. Like last year,
I saw. Like, yes.
We were drafting Jacob Cowing, right? And we were in the 4th round, but we really wanted to trade that pick. So it got down to like minute 45.
That was who it was.
Cowing. He just made it seem like they really didn't want Cowing. He's like, so we wanted to trade the pick, but we couldn't do it. And there was like a minute 45 seconds left in the round. And it was between Cowing and a linebacker. So Kyle just asked the scouting department to like raise their hands and vote. And it was split 50-50. So we voted 3 times. And eventually Cowing won the vote. We took him with 2 seconds left in the clock. It's like, geez, you don't really have any conviction on that one, huh? That's what he said on the record.
It'd be one thing if he was like, like a player that doesn't even play for them anymore, or like he's a stud, and like doesn't have to worry about job security or anything. But for him to not play at all, and they do that is so like, why would you tell that story?
That's something you don't say. I think one thing I'm also excited for this offseason, just to see how much better Pearsall is going to be. Because like that's a guy that I'm super high on. I think Pearsall could be like the wide receiver 1 on this team. I have that much faith, and I'm not saying when Ayuk comes back, maybe Ayuk could beat him. I don't know.
Needs to be wide receiver 1. Like because Jennings is good, but he's a 2.
He's a 2. That's what I'm saying. But Pearsall, the people that hate on Pearsall, that's one thing that's just it's super annoying because the guy had probably, if not the craziest rookie season I've ever heard in my life. He got shot. He was injured in training camp. Now he has a full offseason of work, and we saw glimpses.
And he had a great finish.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing that I loved. When we actually started to use him, when Shanahan actually started to use him, I was like, okay, like this guy could be something special. But at the start, we didn't know because Shanahan wasn't using him. But I'm really excited to see what Pearsall can bring to this team. I'm excited.
PrizePicks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. PrizePicks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So, when I'm doing PrizePicks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's like drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's like punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the 4th quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a PrizePicks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays that'll make your head spin. And you can play PrizePicks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell him Grant sent you. He's been working out with Brock all offseason. I get the feeling that Pearsall is going to have a big second year. I mean, I think the reason he had such a quiet stretch was, I think it was pretty clear they weren't calling plays for him. They had to get the ball to Debo. There were so many other obligations. Then Debo got phased out, and they wanted to see what they had in Pearsall before going into the offseason. And they saw as a guy who could produce.
Exactly.
Maybe not against the best corners in the league. We'll see.
No.
But yeah, I think he could be.
I still think you got to give him credit, though.
Lead the team in receiving yards this season.
You still got to give him credit. Another offseason battle I'm excited for is safety, because we don't like. Now that Malik Mustafa is injured, this is kind of like a question mark. I do think Siegel's going to start, but I honestly think Siegel's going to start, but I think it's going to be between like Jair Brown and Pennock.
I don't think Siegel's going to start week 1.
You don't think he's going to start week 1? I think he will. I think he will.
He might start by week 8, but we'll see.
You think it's going to be Jair and Pinnock or Richie Grant?
Yeah, I think they like Pinnock. I mean, Saleh drafted Pinnock. I think he'll get the first crack. Hey, man, George Odom was starting last year, wasn't he?
I don't know, but you could buy a Honda Odyssey and park it at the 50-yard line. That'd be a better defender than Jason Pinnock.
Okay, tell the people what you know about Jason.
Dude, watch him play. I don't like watch this guy play. He's slow. He's horrible.
He actually had a good year in 2023, by all accounts.
That was his only one. So welcome to the party, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. He's the Brandon Ayuk of safety. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's insane.
That was rough. I didn't mean to say that.
I think I don't know. I
don't think he's a good player.
Who would you rather want, Nick? Jair Brown or Pinnock?
Dude, I'd rather literally go with what is it? Austin, or not Austin. What's the guy's name? The practice squad guy. The
Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins.
Or something like that.
I want to see what he looks like in the competition. It's going to be interesting because him and Siegel have similar traits. Jair Brown is slow. I don't know what Saleh wants to do with him. And then there's Richie Grant, who's more explosive. I mean, I wonder if Saleh goes with, I don't know, Siegel and Grant. I just wonder what's up with Jair. I almost feel like Saleh's the kind of guy who would want to move Jair Brown to linebacker. Like, he's not the kind of safety.
You know who I'd love to see if it's actually between like, you know, the older guys like the Richie Grants and the Jason Pinnock, I'd rather see them slide Jacob Robinson a free safety.
BYU.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what other Hey, Grant, what about quarterback position? Quarterback position battles.
Well, I mean, is that Mac versus Brock, or is that Mac versus Tanner?
No, Mac versus Brock. What if Mac?
If Mac loses to Tanner,
yeah, that's bad.
Just medically retire.
What about cornerback? Like, how's that going to work? Is Upton Stout going to be competing with someone, or are they just going to see if he's ready for the job?
He's too small.
No, it's not. I mean, he's going to be a nickel, right?
Exactly.
So who's going to compete with him there?
No one.
Yeah, no. It seems like if he can do it, they'll make him the nickel and move Lenore outside.
Yeah, we don't have anybody to compete with him unless like somebody like Jacob Robinson. Jacob could play nickel. He's just so athletic.
Or one thing that scares me. What other outside cornerbacks do we have except for Ronaldo and Demo?
Luter,
Trey Brown. Those are the two.
Yeah, Luter. We got the three Treys. We got Trey Brown, Trey Avery, and Trey.
Oh, there's another guy too, right? Tomlinson.
Trey Tomlinson. Yes.
Yeah, they got a bunch of guys.
That's the guy that we got from the Rams. I don't know.
Trey Tomlinson, Trey Brown, and Trey Avery. You got three Treys.
We got Chase Lucas. Don't forget about Chase Lucas. Trey Tomlinson, Jacob Robinson, Trey Avery. Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be a battle for the cornerback.
Saran Neal. Don't forget about Saran Neal either. How dare you forget about Saran Neal? Because he's going to make the team.
That's the guy from the Giants, right?
Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals factor in the flavor with none of the fuss. Get started at factormeals.com/Cohn50off and use code Cohn50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's Cohn50off at factormeals.com/Cohn50off for 50% off plus free shipping. I want to say the Dolphins.
Was it?
The Dolphins.
Dude, that's horrible.
The Dolphins. But he's
For
like
the
a special teams guy.
Yeah.
For the offensive line, do you guys think there's going to be any battles there? I don't really think so. I think they're probably just going to roll with the same offensive line. Connor Colby,
I think
maybe?
it's gonna be a huge battle at left guard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. And if
I wouldn't be
mean,
surprised if the Niners have a little platoon between Burford and Barch, like they both play. Remember, Burford used to split time at Brunskill? I'd be surprised to do the same thing at left guard.
that would be sick.
Yeah.
If I have to see Jake Brendel get pancaked for 20 snaps a game for the entire
Zakel.
season,
You think Zakel can take that job? He's going to contract.
I would rather have that. I'd literally rather have that. It's horrible. Bro.
The thing I don't
wanna see if
understand.
there's something there with Zakel. Like he's been on the team. You've stuck with him. You've been developing him. Like he moved well at the combine.
Or what about
what's up?
What's the other lineman we drafted last year?
Connor. Oh, this year? Last year?
Last
year. He's not on the team anymore. Jared Kingston?
No. There's the other one. It's Kingston, and we
Cooney?
drafted it. No. Maybe we got him as an undrafted free agent. There's another one. Why am I spacing?
Oh, Nugent.
Yes. What do you think about Nugent?
I don't have an
He's
opinion.
got
on
a
Nugent.
shot? You don't think he's got a shot?
I have a question for both you guys. Why are people so high on Ben Barch? Like, I know he played one good game against the Bills, but like,
because he played one good game against the Bills.
and did you see his combine interview, dude?
No.
Are you serious? This guy made a protein smoothie that he drinks
with the
every
mustard.
morning with like Gatorade, mustard, eggs. Like this guy's
Nasty.
him, bro. No, this guy's him.
I don't know.
Nasty.
If he plays like
talk
he
about
plays in like when he played against the Bills, that'd be awesome. That'd be
20 yards
incredible.
is a Hail Mary for Brock. I just read that. That's
Dave Barkley says 20 yards is a Hail Mary for Brick. We need an arm. Well,
Grant, I feel
Connor
like
Rourke. Dave Barkley says give Brick a lollipop and tell him to get lost. that is so
Grant,
good.
I feel like your chat is just so like what your whole chat just
I'm
hates
not
Brock
responsible.
Purdy. You're not responsible for the Brock Purdy hate.
Definitely not responsible.